Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ball again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
They'll run with Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time. And the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Cowboys at 12-3 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hall again. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Elliott. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1. Here's Prescott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Dak's going to keep it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Paul on a give up the middle. Taken down at the 42.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
From the shotgun, here's White. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, White. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off play action, here's White. And quickly he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. A play fake, now White. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And got his man complete. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Kill! 47!
On third down, Elliott. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A give to Elliott running left. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw this time. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
47.
Now Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well at attacking the football.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ball again on 2nd down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now White. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meet.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Handoff left, Elliott.
Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to swell the lead to 6. Maher able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Again on second down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run with Hall.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They go to Elliott again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott.
He's got Elliott.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 more there and another 1st down. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
46.
Now Dak.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal.
To throw, Prescott.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is good. From 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and 1. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing here, Prescott. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their